Yeah, good morning, children. So, next part of the lesson, it is called control and coordination plants and animals. In the last video, we have learned about the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and uh, autonomic nervous system. And we have studied in that last video, we have studied about the reflex action, reflex arc. Then we have studied about the sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic nerves. And I was telling you about the one more system of the body which will help in control and coordination, that is endocrine system. Endocrine system. Nothing but hormonal system. Hormonal system. That we are going to study. So from this, the endocrine system. Endocrine system. So what is this? It's a group of glands. Group of glands. Group of glands which are present in the body. So all the group of glands which are present in the body put together is called endocrine system. Endocrine system. See, so glands means what? So glands means specialized tissues. Specialized tissues which secrete chemical substances called hormones. So hormones means what? They are the chemical substances. So they are the chemical substances secreted by the body, by the glands to control a specific activity in the body. So chemical substances which are required to control specific activity. So there are hormones which are secreted in the body, which are required for the specific function of the body, like carbohydrate digestion of the carbohydrates, or assimilation of carbohydrate is controlled by hormone called as insulin. Our growth is controlled by a hormone called as somatotropic hormone. Our stress is managed during the fear, during the sadness, during the emotional stress. Our activities are controlled by a hormone called as adrenaline. See, feminine character and masculine character. So the male and female. So male has a separate characters and female has a separate character. This is called as masculine and feminine characters respectively. These are also controlled by hormones. Like that, there are hormones which control the physiological activities. So we have two types actually: exocrine gland. Glands are of two types: exocrine gland and endocrine gland. Endocrine gland. So say these are ductless. Sorry, with ducts. Ducts means tube-like structures. So without ducts, I'll tell you what is that. Without ducts. The gland with the ducts are called as exocrine. The gland without ducts are called as endocrine. One example I will give: pancreas. Or we can do salivary gland. Salivary gland this is the exocrine. This is the exocrine gland. This secretes the saliva. Saliva is secreted. Saliva or hormone called as amylase. Sorry, enzyme called as. Directly it is secretes. Salivary gland secretes the saliva directly in the mouth. In the mouth. By the tubes. By a tube. That is called duct. It's called as duct. So gland with a duct is called exocrine. The gland without duct. There is one more gland. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. It secretes hormone. It secretes hormone called thyroxine. Thyroxine. Directly to the blood. Directly to the blood. Thyroid gland secretes hormone called thyroxine directly to the blood without any ducts. Ducts are not there. This is ductless gland and this is gland with a duct. This is the difference between the exocrine as well as endocrine gland. Understood? So, next part of the lesson, we are going to study about some of the endocrine glands. Exocrine gland already we have studied in digestive system, pancreas, liver, salivary gland, then intestinal juice. All these are enzymes which are necessary for the body's activities. They actually usually they are exocrine gland. Liver has a bile duct. Liver produces a bile. Bile is carried to the duodenum part of the small intestine by a duct, by a pipe-like structure. It is secreted in the duodenum, in the small intestine. See, it's a pipe, with the tubes. That's called gland with a duct. Exocrine gland. Understood? I hope you have understood this. So we'll move to the glands, endocrine glands. Endocrine glands like the first one is pituitary gland. Then we have thyroid gland. Then we have islets of Langerhans. And adrenal gland, then gonads. All these are glands which are present in our body, which secretes the hormone. So, the first gland we'll study, that is pituitary gland. See, pituitary gland. So, pituitary gland is called master gland. Pituitary gland is called master gland. It's called as master gland because it controls all the other glands of the body by secreting stimulating hormone. It controls all the other glands of the body. What it does, why it is a master gland? Because it controls all the other glands. These glands are controlled by the pituitary gland by secreting stimulating hormone. It stimulates the other hormones to release their respective hormones. That's why it's called master gland. So situated, where it is situated? Situated in hypothalamus of brain. Hypothalamus of the brain. Hypothalamus of brain. Where this pituitary gland is present? It is present in the base of the brain. Base of the brain, that is in the hypothalamus. That's why this hypothalamus is called master of master gland. Because the hypothalamus actually controls the master gland. So master of master gland it is called. Usually, what it secretes? It secretes stimulating hormones. Stimulating hormones such as TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. MSH means melanocytes stimulating hormone. Melanocyte stimulating hormone. So ACTH means ACTH. It is adrenocorticotropic stimulating hormone. Corticotropic hormone means it stimulates adrenal gland. It stimulates melanocytes which are present in the skin, which produces melanin. Melanin is a pigment produced in the skin which provides our color to the skin. So if you are black in complexion, means your melanin secreted is more. If you are white or fair in complexion, melanin in secreted is less. Melanocyte stimulating hormones, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormones, follicle, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, which is secreted by which will this follicle stimulating hormone will produce follicles in the ovary. It stimulates the ovary gland called. So ovary is also one of the gland that is stimulates. Then we have oxytocin. Vasopressin is there. Vasopressin, which is secreted by this master gland. There is one more hormone, somatotropic hormone also secreted. This is called growth hormone which controls our growth. Growth hormone, somatotropic hormone, growth hormone. Understood? So mainly this hormone is very essential hormone which is secreted by pituitary gland because it is a growth hormone which controls the growth of the body. Means height. Say darkness. Dark means short fellow. So that is controlled. So height of the body, like the growth, it is mainly concerned with growth. Metabolic activity and the growth, it is controlled. It controls that one. Understood? So that is the main. Like say sometime what happens, pituitary gland will secrete less hormone. So if it secretes less hormone, so if it causes a disease that is called dwarfism. If the somatotropic hormone is secreted in less quantity before the maturity, before the puberty, before the maturity, if it is less secreted, the person becomes short. Short ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾರ್ಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುಳ್ಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಾರ್ಫಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. If somatotropic hormone is secreted more in quantity than gigantism. Gigantism is a disease where a person grows, height of the person increases more than the normal, overgrowth. Gigantism it is called as. So it is these two are when this happens actually usually before the puberty, before the maturity, before the puberty it happens. So like that, so is this is associated with the children actually. So even sometime what happens is in adult also sometime pituitary gland will say not secrete hormone. That time it is called disease is called acromegaly. Acromegaly. The disease associated with this. There are some more disease. Addison disease is there. So one this you remember about Daspism, Desertism, and acromegaly. Understood. This is about the pituitary gland. So it secretes. I told you, it secretes hormone. Oxytocin is secreted. Vasopressin is nothing but ADH, antidiuretic hormone. I told you during explaining the excretory system, formation of urine, ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone is nothing but vasopressin, which controls the amount of water in the urine. Understood? Then we have prolactin is there, which is secreted in the during the gestation period in the female. All these are there. So this is about the pituitary gland. So if you have any doubt till now what is that, please ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask now. So any doubt? So can I move forward? We'll move to the next that is thyroid gland. Is it clear? Can I move to the next gland? That is thyroid gland. So thyroid gland is also an endocrine gland which is situated in the neck region. Thyroid gland, where it is present. So it is situated in throat region or neck region. Here it is the thyroid gland. You can see in the picture, so they have given here. So thyroid gland is present here in the neck region, actually. That's true. So then, it secretes a hormone called as thyroxine. So I told you, pituitary gland will secrete stimulating hormone. See, thyroid secretes thyroxine, but the message has to come from pituitary gland. Pituitary gland actually send a message to the thyroid gland by TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Pituitary gland secretes the thyroid stimulating hormone. When thyroid stimulating hormone is secreted, it produces hormone called as thyroxine. See, that is stimulating hormone. Stimulates the thyroid gland to produce thyroxine. Is it clear? Like that. So what is the function of thyroxine? So thyroxine is necessary for metabolism. Metabolism means, I told you, it includes anabolism and catabolism, construction and destructive activity which happens in the body. So it controls physical and mental development. It regulates the calcium. Well, this is a common regulates calcium in the body, means it is the work of thyroid gland. Actually, thyroxine actually metabolic activity and physical and mental growth, and regulates calcium is it's the work of thyroid gland by similar hormone is released by thyroxine actually. Thyroid gland, that is calcitonin. So I'll tell you about that later. There is one more gland in the thyroid gland. There is one more gland called as parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland is not mentioned in the textbook. But extra I am telling you. In the thyroid gland, there is one more gland called as parathyroid gland. That parathyroid gland secretes actually one hormone called as calcitonin. This calcitonin regulates the calcium. The deposition of calcium on the bones. Understood? That it regulates. So remember this functions of the thyroxine. And you know that thyroxine is made up of thyroxine hormone is made up of iodine. So deficiency of iodine leads to goiter. Deficiency of iodine leads to goiter disease. So if your body is deficient of iodine, if your food do not contain iodine, you may suffer from goiter disease. Lack of thyroxine. So this goiter disease is called as endemic disease. Endemic disease related to the region. This endemic disease is related to geographic area. So it comes to this disease causes to the specific region. So the people from coastal area do not suffer from goiter, while people from apart from coastal area, so they suffer from this disease because their soil is not rich in iodine. Sometimes they may suffer. That's why doctors will advise, or the dietitian will advise you consume the salt which contains iodine. That is about the goiter disease. Then you may suffer from one more disease called hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. Hyperthyroidism. You may suffer from this disease. If your body is unable to produce a normal level of thyroxine, it is called less thyroxine. If body produces more, then it is called hyperthyroidism. Both are disease. Have you seen the movie Tare Zameen Par? I hope everyone have seen this movie. In that movie, orphan houses means anath ashramagalu ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು hero. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಹುಡುಗರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. They look like adult, but they are not adult because their activity is like child only. They have some symptoms like the eye will be like protruding. ಕಣ್ಣು ಗುಡ್ಡೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಐ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾಲ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೊರಗೆ ಚಾಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಲ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೊರಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಜಲ್ ಬಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಟೀತ್ ಹಲ್ಲು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ, they cannot speak properly. All that symptoms child you may be seen. They are nothing but they are suffering from hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism without a lack of growth mentally and physically appropriate to that age. Our age 20 irtade, but activity like 10 age group child. So those children are suffering from hypothyroidism. Understood? Means lack of thyroxine level in the body. Hyperthyroidism means sometimes thyroxine is produced more than the normal required. ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೈಪರ್ ಥೈರಾಯ್ಡಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ ರೇಟ್, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ತಲೆ ಸುತ್ತು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಲೈಕ್ he may suffer from fatigue. So lot of sweating may happen in the body. Body weight reduces. All this happens. But in case of hypothyroidism, body weight increases because lack of thyroxine. So I hope you can differentiate now between hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. These are the a deficiency disease of thyroxine. If your body is means deficient of thyroxine, this disease may be caused. So if you have any doubt till now, please ask now. Otherwise, we'll stop the class for today. We'll see tomorrow. Any doubt? Anything you want to ask about any diseases associated with two hormones and all? If you ask now. So if you have any doubt regarding the concept what you learned till now, please ask the question. Otherwise, you can ask the questions in WhatsApp group also, or you can call me. Yeah, I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you very much. So we'll see in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.